Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be making some noise very shortly as we introduce the two ladies' teams. But the first round of applause for this next match is to our referee, John Cadet. Come on, show our referees some appreciation. They're back for a second match this evening. No rest for our refereeing team. Don't overdo it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we continue our second group of the Winmore Six Nations Cup here in Glenrothes, Scotland. And it is the Home Nations ladies team we introduce first. A round of applause for the ladies team of Scotland and their first player to the hockey, Lynn Cowan. A warm welcome to their opponents, the ladies team of England. And the first player to the hockey is Trina Gulliver, MBE.
First leg is Scotland vote first. Game on.
Well, Scotland-England encounters are always, obviously, interesting affairs.
55.
And this one, I'm sure, will be no different to those from whichever sport, be it cricket, rugby, football, perhaps not quite so much cricket, but darts anyway. And this most famous of female dart players, 9 times champion of the world, Trina Gulliver, up against Lynn Cowan from Scotland, who lost 7-2 their opening match against Wales and really need to win this game. I think one has to assume that should they lose this game, particularly by a wide margin, then it's goodbye to the Scottish ladies. Should they win it, then very much alive their hopes of making the semi-finals. Scotland with the darts in this particular leg, but already Trina Gulliver's made inroads and has an advantage of 42 points, and not really cashing in on that. So still a chance here for Scotland, especially with darts like that. Got to find another treble, possibly. Well, it's always disappointing if you get 60 with your first dart and only end up with 66. There was a chance there for the Scottish girl, Lynn Cowan, to really give Trina something to think about. .38, so 118 for England. And yet another chance then for the hosts. But again, not making it pay. All 9 legs to be played. Tully against Hedman next, then Hepburn against Ashton, the reigning ladies world champion. When you think of the strength of this English team, 9 times world champion Trina Gulliver, the reigning champion Lisa Ashton to come up, and Dita Hedman, who was beaten by Lisa in the final at the Lakeside not so long ago.
39.
So 39 will leave 76 for Scotland, but only half that for England. Double 19 to Trina Gulliver. Well, 7 leaves 31, Trina. And Lynn will be thinking, maybe I'll have a shot at a double now. She needs treble 20 for double 8, but even single 20 gives her a chance. Now that is not what she wanted. Got to go 25 bull, fails to. You see, 76, 2016 tops without having to hit a treble. So she'll be disappointed not to have had a go. Now then, double 8. How many times has Trina Gulliver hit this over the years? Opens up the target by moving slightly to the right. Got to move inside that first dart. Well, only 8 scored, and even the referee and Trina themselves had to look closely there. 54 wanted when she went, so that's 21 left, 16 left, double 8. Oh, what an excellent finish, and that one was stolen by the Scots, no doubt about it. That finish in the end won her the leg that she hardly expected, Lynn Cowan. She plugged away, she kept on, and Trina Gulliver became a victim of her own inability to hit the double. Unlucky Trina, she was right on the wire with 3 of those darts, but in the end it's all about getting it in, and that's exactly what Lynn Cowan did. There you have it, the match summary. Jenny Tully coming up soon against Dita Hedman. Louise Hepburn against Lisa Ashton. And then round 2 sees the combination of matches with the same 6 players involved. And same again with round 3. So that all the players play the respective players from the other team. First to 5 the winner, but all 9 legs are played. We must emphasise that, because in the end it's legs difference could determine second place, or indeed even first. Now the 2 young players on stage, and I love to use the word young when it comes to Dita Hedman, because she always looks so much younger than she really is, and I'm not going to tell you her age, but she is a legend, no doubt about that. A lovely lady from Essex, and she's playing Jenny Tully from a place called Tully Body in Clackmannanshire here in Scotland. Did manage to win 1 of her first games against Wales in that 7-2 defeat. She picked up 1 of those Scottish points. Well, in this leg it's Dita who has the throw, and a solid 60 start.
45.
So Scotland getting off to a terrific start with that perhaps unexpected but thoroughly deserved victory to Lynn Cowan. And now it's a case of whether Jenny Tully can do to Dieter. Who just scored a marvellous 140 to give herself the advantage. She can do to Dieter what was done to Trina Gulliver. Settling in here now, Dieter Hedman. Nice rhythmical throw. Gets a little irked just dropping that low into the 5.
'22.
2014 World Cup champion Dieter Hedman won many events over the years, and well, her longevity is demonstrated by the fact she was the Winbow World Masters winner 20 years ago in 1994. Again, back in 2013, last year. There you are, 19 years apart, 2 World Masters titles to her name. Many others as well, a postal worker. And fine player, lovely lady too. 1-4-2 for Hedman. So Tully's got work to do here. She won't give up. She knows that as long as her opponent has to hit that double, there's always a chance. 122 left. 62 left. She may come down for treble 10. Well, she did, I promise. It wasn't a foot away, but it was a foot we saw. So 47 to Hedman. But that's a comfortable 60. Just gives her an outside chance. Dieter pretty hot on her finishing. Stood her in good stead over the years. Well, she's had a 6 and a 2, so 39 left. Probably go for the 7 to leave 32. She got there in the end, and were this to go, 1-2-8, Dieter would be very sad indeed. Treble 20 for the bull. Unlucky. Good effort for treble 20. 39 leaves 89. 32 now for Hedman. Double 16. Oh yes, there's the equalising leg. So England managed to get one back there against Scotland. Draw level at 1 leg all, and Dieter Hedman manages there to make sure that the hosts don't get a rather more comfortable lead than they would have liked, that England would have liked. There it is, evidence of the fact that Dieter Hedman has squared things up nicely. In fact, both legs so far have gone with the throw, but Trina Gulliver was well down to the double before Lynn, but failed to hit it. Lynn hit her double with the first dart in double 8. And Dieter Hedman just now has made it 1 apiece. We'll be seeing Louise Hepburn and Lisa Ashton, the reigning world champion, up on stage in a moment or two.
Third leg is strong throw first. Game on.
Well, Scotland with the darts, and it's Louise Hepburn
60.
surrounding the treble 20. A safe 60. Here she is, Lisa Ashton from Bolton in Greater Manchester. Lancashire County player for many years, and of course an England regular now, and the reigning champion of the world.
45.
Well, it's on to Lisa Ashton, giving her slight advantage.
44.
And now she has a chance to take a real advantage. Dita Hedman there, a winner just a few moments ago, making sure that the Scots didn't go two legs up. Scotland lost 7-2. Don't want to keep reminding you if you are Scottish, against Wales earlier. And if England were to win this, then it'd be a decider between England and Wales later as to who wins the group. And the group winner goes into the semis. The group runner-up also. Group winner of Group 1 plays the runner-up of Group 2, and vice versa.
41. 60. 41.
So 229 plays 226, with 226 throwing now at the hockey. 40. Not out of this. Not out of this at all, Louise Hepburn, especially if she can just tuck one underneath there. Well, I thought she would have attempted one underneath. Maybe she was mindful of the fact that she could well have left herself on a bogey. But anyway, Ashton has hardly raced away. Yes, she did throw second, but this is in the balance, this leg. 125 plays 150, 150, two treble 20s and double 15 possibly, with bull in mind, but no, not now. 60 scored, 90 left. And Trina Gulliver there, determined on her colleague's behalf. 90 then for Ashton, 100 for Hepburn, for the vital third leg, and whoever wins this takes the lead. Not convincing, Lisa. 100 for Hepburn. Another single 20. Oh dear, dear, dear. She was so intent on making sure it was high in the 20 that it drifted to the left. 47 against 55 in the balance. Double 16. Got to come inside an inch and a half. Not enough. So Hepburn, what an opportunity this now for Scotland to go 2-1 up and for the world champion to be beaten in her opening game. Top she wants. Brilliant darts there from Louise Hepburn. She hung on in there. No wonder she's smiling. No wonder. No wonder she is happy. She's just beaten the world champion in a leg where she never said die. And Lisa Ashton, like Trina Gulliver earlier, suffering from double trouble, but Hepburn, like Lynn Cowan against Trina Gulliver, hitting the double straight away. What a difference that makes. And there you see it, the first round of matches having been completed, 2-1 to Scotland. They're already beginning to make amends for that heavy defeat against Wales earlier. 2-1 then. We'll be moving on to round 2. Another round of ladies darts coming up soon.
Fifth leg is singing to
I won't be
first.
doing this, but
Game on.
I won't be bothered. Carry on with this one. As we now have Tully against Gully, if I can put it that way. And, well, Gulliver on her travels has never, as far as I know, been to this neck of the woods, or certainly this particular club here in Glenrothes. But she lost her first game. But now both players have already hit a ton in this game. Gulliver with the throw. 2-1 to Scotland. Could be a tense affair. Quality though, down the line, rarely strays, and that's the key. Oh, this is beautiful. Fantastic darts from the Scot. Brilliant 180. Superb darts from Jenny Tully. 180. What a moment to strike it. And that's put Trina Gulliver under a little bit of pressure. A good 85 leaves 190. But Tully with a lead of 50. Make that 110. Make that a lead of 90. What good darts she's throwing. 100 scored. 40 left. She's on a 13 dart finish. Jenny Tully, one of the winners in the 7-2 defeat against Wales. Is she now going to be one of the winners in this match against England? Double 10 for a 14 dart leg. Oh, and you've got to nail it. You've got to nail it, Jenny. Otherwise the quality of Gulliver will prevail. She does have exceptional quality. Here's evidence of it. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant darts. Double 18 would have been an absolutely spellbinding finish, but a wonderful attempt. And now Tully under a little bit of pressure. Double 5. Too low. And now the professionalism of this 9 times world champ. I was going to say has just been demonstrated, but another chance. What an important dart this could be for 3-1 for Scotland. Well, you can't get much closer than that second dart without getting it in. Now surely Trina Gulliver will not let her opponent off the hook. And she doesn't. In the end, Trina Gulliver prevails. She did lose her first leg through missing the double. This time not so. All the England boys are there as well, giving the girls support. And in the end, 2 legs all. But credit to Jenny Tully. She really did throw well in that leg. And her 13th dart was just under double top. To win in 13 would have been extra special. However, she couldn't hit the double. That's what it's about. And as you can see, Trina Gulliver has made it to a piece. Coming up, Louise Hepburn against Dita Hepburn. Match in the balance.
Fifth leg is Scotland to throw first. Game on.
Well, Louise Hepburn, fresh from defeating the world champ Lisa Ashton not so long ago, starts with a ton up against Dita Hepburn, who won her opening game, beat Jenny Tully who's now, of course, lost 2. Sadly for her. I'll be seeing him tomorrow, playing for Scotland, of course, Ross Montgomery. And very popular figure, not just north of the border, but mainly in this beautiful part of the United Kingdom. Wonder how much longer I'll be saying that. Hope it's forever. And again, a very good ton there from Hepburn. Very good ton indeed. Putting up a good fight here, the Scots. 95 leaves 288. But Hepburn here with the throw and a lead of 42 will be quite happy with a ton. 60 she won't sneeze at. Oh, what a good recovery there from Hedman from that rather disappointing first dart, and the recovery complete with a brilliant affray. And that will take her down to 170 by my reckoning. Yes, it does indeed, and a potential finish. So here we go, the highest finish possible. It's not seen often, but when it is worth watching. Always looks super cool, Dieter. Always looks, oh, that's brilliant darts. Fantastic arrows. And she suddenly turned this leg around from being the likely loser to being the most likely or the more likely winner. 36 wanted, double 18. We saw Trina Gulliver get it just there in that very spot a few minutes ago. What an excellent leg of darts. Louise Hepburn played her part in a wonderful leg of darts, but in the end it was Dieter Hedman, the person who added the point for England. 3 legs to 2 now. England lead.
SixNations to throw first. Game on.
71.57, the best average so far. That one from Hedman. And now Lisa Ashton
45.
starts with a rather disappointing 45. Not out of this, Scotland. Lynn Cowan managed to beat Trina Gulliver in the first leg. Took out 54. Very neatly indeed.
100. 45.
45 printed into the machine, comes up on the scoreboard. The correct score required.
36. 44. 41. 140.
Excellent stuff there from Ashton. 140 puts on a 3-dart finish. And a very gettable one for a player of her quality. 127. We very nearly saw Trina Gulliver take out a massive finish earlier. Not quite, missed the double 18. 150 was just what she wanted. But Ashton looking at 42. Now double 16 covers up the target. Not with a dart, but with her body, and Cowan way back on 198.
45.
Now Ashton is wanting 16 here. Oh, sorry, 32, double 16 here. Very close. Now double 8. Whoa, that's not what she wanted. Well, it was originally, but not then. 93 for Cowan. Treble 19, double 18. 19. Well, she's gone the other way for treble 17, but don't know why. 21 scored. 72 left. That leaves it 60. Maybe your last chance here, Lisa. You lost your first game, but not the second.
Seventh leg, we welcome on stage from Scotland, Jenny Terry. And from England, Lisa Ashton.
So after the second round of matches, we've got one more round to go. The players to play those remaining players they haven't played, or that remaining player they haven't played. And you can see that that round two, all of it went to England. And so they turned a 2-1 deficit into this 4-2 advantage. One more will win them the match. Scotland, though, really have to dig deep, because they're going out of the competition, I feel certain, if they lose this match. Unless they can somehow pick up some points, lose it 5-4, and then hope that Wales beat England something like 8-1 and 9-0. Even then it would be tight.
41. 85. 81. 85. 30. 60. 100. 85. 28, and then require 86. 46.
Well, 46 from Ashton there leaves her on tops. And an excellent leg of darts. Could be a 19 darter. And, well, she's unlucky there perhaps not to get the 100. So tops here for victory for England, although all the legs have to be played. Lisa Ashton coming down gradually, but then too far, just a little. Well, if Jenny Tully were to take this out, what a finish it would be. Double four she wants. 108 scored, and in a way it stemmed the flow of the throw when it went in the treble 16. She had to stop and work it out. Double five. Yes, double five. Lisa Ashton prevails, only just. That's a fourth leg on the row now to England. 2-1 they were trailing, but now leading by 5 legs to 2. The win assured, but by how many? If they win 2 more legs, England, then they will go in a head-to-head with Wales for the group, because both will have beaten Scotland by 7 legs to 2. But that's maybe me being rather speculative, and maybe the Scots still have something to say about it. If they can lose 5-4, then they will have 6 points from their 2 games. And Wales beat England 9-0, then Scotland would go through, but it's asking a lot, because England are a very strong team, as Trina Gulliver, winner of her second leg against Jenny Tully, but loser of her first against Lynn Cowan, now up against very able, experienced Louise Hepburn. Yes, nail-biting experience for some. Only 22, and the last thing you need in a darts match are 2 little ducks. Maybe in the Chinese restaurant later.
85.
So Gulliver here almost took out 150 in her previous leg. She got the treble 20 like that, then she got the treble 18 like that, and double 18. Brilliant darts from Trina Gulliver. That is class, and it's darts like those which made her 9 times the world champion. What she couldn't quite do earlier in the evening, she did in that particular game. Magical darts, brilliant leg, 150 finish. Trina Gulliver makes it Scotland 2, England 6. Well, what a quite excellent leg that was. A high finish there of 150 from Trina Gulliver, and a 9-dart average of 83.22 shows her really how well she scored. A 150 finish, of course, the highest of the night, and maybe the highest of the round when we come to the final calculations. Now, the delectable Dita Hedman of England up against Lynn Cowan of Scotland. Lynn, a winner against Trina Gulliver, a very fine win of which she can be extremely proud in the evidence of what we've just seen. And is it going to be a repeat of the Scotland-Wales game, a 7-2 defeat for the hosts here in Glenrothes?
100. 55.
100.
81.
$60, but Hedman 40 ahead and effectively now with the throw. Just pulled that one. See the arm coming. She decides to come downstairs to the 19s and effectively, in fairness, can't argue with that. Yes, good ton to the Saltire. And 140s if to say you hit a ton against me and I'll hit a bigger one back. Ton 40 puts Hedman on a 3-dart finish. That's impressive too. This is a really good leg of darts. Cowan and Hedman really going for this one. 84 left. Treble 20, maybe treble 16. Treble 20, double 12. We've seen a 150 check out from Trina Gulliver. Almost 103 there from Hedman. And we could yet possibly see a 120 from the Scots girl. Treble 20 needed. Unlucky. But if she does come back, double 10 beckons. Hedman, though, the one above it, double 6. Double 3. Awkward. Bottom of the board. Not many like this. Thought that was in. Now then. Cowan with an excellent ton a moment ago. Sets up double 10. Oh, double 5. Gotta go right at it. May not get another chance. Dita Hedman for double 3. Yes, didn't think Hedman would let her off again. That gives England victory by 7 legs to 2. Scotland complete their 2 matches. Both of them, they've gone down by the same score. Against Wales earlier tonight, 7-2. Against England, there 7-2. And they led 2-1 at one stage. But from south of the border they came and reeled off 6 legs in a row. There they are. Since Louise Hepburn's defeat of Lisa Ashton, wins 2 for Gulliver, 2 for Hedman, 2 for Ashton, and England win by 7 legs to 2. And they and Wales, both level on points, level on legs difference, will go head to head later on.
So we've seen 2 matches in each of the